everyone, my name is undeadjinx and welcome to Limerence. Warning, this game contains themes of violence, kidnapping, suicide, and obsession. Please play at your own risk / watch at your own risk. Let's start. Allegedly, this game only takes like 5 to 10 minutes, so that's what I'm hoping for. Are you alright, darling? Wait. Oh, this is probably skip. I don't know what this is for, but oh well. We've been sitting here for 5 minutes and you haven't touched your dinner. Are you mad at me? I slowly returned from my dark headspace back to reality, back to the low light of the dining room. Despite the table being fit for a family, it was clear that it had only ever been used for 2 people. For them, sitting where their back was facing the window, so light envelops them like angels scratching at skin. And for whoever they kept chained to the other side. It's for your own good, you know. I can't have you trying to run off, can I? Or perhaps rocking your chair backwards and smashing through the glass of the window. Because then you could seriously get injured, or somehow escape. What would I do without you? Shut up, Aaron. I like when you say my name. I think they sit with their back to the window for an ephemeral ethereality, for the visual of light rays surrounding them like a saint. But no amount of pretty imagery can disguise their evil actions. Tonight they have cooked chicken, lined with rice and vegetables that I had watched them chop up minutes before. Their knives for the kitchen are separate from the ones they use for flesh. Yikes! Never once in my life had I been envious of a blade, of the slit cuts and echoing sounds between the air and the cutting board. Until now, of course. I tugged at the cuffs on my wrist that kept me restrained to the table. Hey, you're starting again. Oh, staring again. You should eat up. You need the strength for later. I didn't respond. Please, dear. I'll be nicer to you with the blades tonight if you do. I reached my right hand to my cheek and stroked my fingers over the taut skin of my collarbone, covered in bruises and newly formed scars from slashes across bone. What the fuck is happening to us? Do you promise? Have I ever lied to you, darling? No, but you've misled me. That is the purpose of delusion, is it not? It's only in my nature, like it is in your nature to despise me. I wish you didn't. We've been getting to know each other very well over the last few days. I knew nothing about them, but anything that I have not said of my own volition has been cut out of me. But enough of my ramblings. Eat, please. They gestured to the plate in front of me, accompanied by water in a plastic cup and fork. I hesitated before picking up the utensil. I don't know if limerence also includes cutting up people or not, but I feel like it doesn't. So we're dealing with a lot more than just limerence. I could try it again, to take myself out by my own accord, though they might punish me for even thinking it. Dear? Stab yourself, leave it alone. Sure! Fuck it! I took a deep breath and pulled my arm back as far as the change would let me, and I stabbed myself right in the throat. Or at least I tried. It stung like a brief needle in the skin and nothing more. I dropped the fork and fell at my neck, begging for a wound. It wasn't even bleeding. Damn. Aren't you cute? You already tried that our first night. Don't you remember that the tools are plastic? You think I'd trust you with metal or wooden tools, do you? No. It didn't work the first time. Did you think it would again? No. You poor, poor thing. We'll deal with this later. Now eat, or I'll rip that tongue of yours out and make it the last thing you've ever tasted. I'd miss hearing you talk. I picked up the fork again, hesitating, and without another word, I began to eat. The worst thing about Aaron, beside our relationship of them torturing me for their own amusement, was the fact that they're good at cooking. But they would never eat their own work. They would always put out a plate and silverware at their chair and never touch the setup. They told me that they didn't have to eat. Why do you even sit here and watch me if you aren't going to eat with me? It's to make you more comfortable, love. Yes, because comfort comes in bruised ankles and chained wrists. It's just weird. To me, it feels right. Dinner isn't just about food, it's also about the conversation and the experience. I think it's something much more sinister. I think they watch me in glee with eyes lighting up like flames. Watch me indulge in the only pleasure I have besides sleep. They smirked as I struggled to bring the fork to my lips, both from the shackle and from the feeling of past pain. Is it good? It's always good. You don't need me to tell you that. I reached for the water and slowly drank. The cold stung my throat. I'm glad. I like to see you happy. Then why don't you let me go? You're killing me, Aaron. You smile when we leave the temporary peace of the dining table because you know how I feel about every other room in this sprawling hell. The fear that prickles my neck, that you'll plunge a surprise blade into my back and collect the pooling blood to keep in jars. I enjoy seeing you happy, but I enjoy seeing you crying much, much more. There's a pride to it, even for a being like me, the pride of knowing I've cut up your body, skin, like a canvas, and turned you into the most beautiful artwork that will ever grace my gallery. Is this Bloody Painter Sim? Was it Bloody Painting Sim? No, I think it was Bloody Painter Sim. I caused those tears, and I can just as easily wipe them away. And that's why I'm killing you. For the beauty. For the begging. For the pleading that I've heard from hundreds before you. You're different, though. You've survived longer than most. You have a vigor and fighting spirit. And I think... that's why I love you. Oh. Oh, that's it. Okay, so it was short and sweet. Okay. Interesting things to unpack here. Very interesting. I'm guessing this is like some sort of demonic being that likes to torture people. But in this case, they have developed, I guess, like a limerence for this character. They've fallen in limerence, which is interesting. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. A link to this game will be in the description below, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.